Hi, today we're going to be taking an unboxing review look at PS4's new Gundam Breaker. So yeah, PS4's new Gundam Breaker by Bandai Namco, rated T for teens. Let's see if we could get this on camera and get it to focus here. One player, 6v6 on the network. Maximum is, holy cow, I don't believe it, 9 gigabytes. 9 gigs for this. This is like the lowest amount of gigs that I have seen on a PS4 game. Well, you know, on an actual hard disk game. Now, you know, DLC downloadable games. I mean, usually they're like over 156 gigs, or they're like 56 gigs, or you know, they're a lot of gigs. This one's like, nope, 9 gigs. That's all it needs. So wow, that's like, whew, 9 gigs. Wow. And you know, there's the PlayStation Online thing, PS4 and stuff. So, and it's also made by, it's licensed by Sunrise. What is this? U4? I think it was something else, like Universe 4 or something. Criminal, the Fantasy Violence, My Language. So what does the game look like? Doesn't really look too much like a Gundam game. For, you know, the artwork on the disc. To me, the artwork kind of almost reminds me of Digimon. Kind of like a Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Something like that. That's what the artwork actually reminds me of. But how does the game play out? Let's see. How to really describe? I don't know on keyboard because ours, you know, is a PS4. But I know when they first announced this, like announcing it, and like, new Gundam Breaker, it's gonna be released here in America on Steam. I was like, yay! But I was also like, nay, because I was like, hey, a new Gundam game. That's always a nice thing, but on Steam, PC, you know, I'm not really a PC guy. And then when they're like, nah, GameStop has it for PS4, I'm like, oh my god, yes! Console, controller, I love to have that controller in my hand instead of the keyboard, you know? So I was like, yes, yes, yes. Oh my god, yes, finally. But, as I was saying, how does the controller feel? Or how it plays out? The pros and cons, I mean, gameplay kind of feels like if you ever played any of the Gundam Dynasty Warrior games, you know, 1, 2, 3, any of those ones, the enemies kind of feel like that when you find them, and the gameplay where you got different objectives and stuff, where it's like, you gotta destroy 10 containers, you gotta find this part, you know, you gotta do that, you know, so it's kind of like the objectives and the enemies, like I said, feels very much like the Dynasty Warrior games, you know, the Gundam Dynasty Warrior games, not to be confused with the other Dynasty Warrior games. But the camera angles and the controls, they really feel much like Gundam Versus, okay? That's what they really feel like, Gundam Versus. For the camera angles and controls to try and lock onto enemies, not lock onto enemies, do your own thing and stuff. One thing that I would love for them to do is to have English layers. Now, there is English subtitles, but how many of us is actually going to, you know, really sit there and watch to read subtitles? So, if they can actually have, you know, the game here in America, which they obviously do it on Steam, but, you know, have, like, English full-on language, not English subtitles, that would be awesome, Bandai Namco! You know, if you're going to release them, that'd be, you know, thumbs up. Yay! A good idea! Because, I mean, if you want to English, you gotta turn on the subtitles and read the subtitles. That's the only English in this game, okay? Well, besides, you know, like, click, you know, your S button to say yes, your circle button to say no, you know, obviously that stuff. And then there is English names on the Gundam stuff. So you could definitely read and say, okay, that's like, oh, that's 782, that's Unicorn Gundam, that's, you know, the double Gun, double Quanta Gundam, you know, New Gundam, the Zabi, Nightingale, you know, Bobotos Lupus in the fourth form, you know, you can honestly tell that. That's done in English. So Gundam names, Gundam parts are all in English. The blade feature, it's a little odd, but I kind of like it because it's kind of like what actual gunpla is, and you kind of have to put yourself in the mindset of you're actually applying an actual gunpla. So you're not piloting like a Gundam like in other Gundam games. You are actually piloting, or should I not say piloting, you actually are technically controlling a Gundam. So if you ever watch Gundam Build Fight Tri-Fighters, Gundam Build Divers, that's what it kind of feels like. Where you have a Gundam, you're swapping off parts, and change out parts, and paint colors, and schemes, and all that type of thing. So it's kind of like Gundam Build, you know, anime series, only in a video game, okay? Now, how do you find parts and, you know, you equip them, you just go to, you know, your part menu and equip them and stuff. But how do you buy parts? What is the GP in the game? Or what I forgot what they call it in the money in the game. How do you, like, you know, get actual parts to complete a Gundam and stuff? Well, you go into the little section called Library, and then you click on that, and then you buy parts. So that's how you buy parts. But to buy parts, first you must actually attain one said part of that actual Gundam. So if you want to build, let's say, OXO Unicorn Gundam Destroyer, or OXO Unicorn Full Armor in Green Cycle Frame kind of destroy mode, right? You have to have one of those pieces from that Gundam. So it could be head, body, arms, legs, backpack. It could be a sword, it could be a shield, it could be a gun. Doesn't matter what part it is, either part from the actual Gundam or their weapon. As long as you have one of those parts, then you could go to the library and purchase parts to build that gun. Now the Gundams in the game come in only two scale sizes. 1144, which is high grade, and then 1100, which is master grade. I think also, I don't know if wheel grade's 1100 or something, because I only have in real life one master grade model kit, and that's, you know, Gundam Wing, the Epion. Usually I do is, you know, high grades and SD type of Gundams, and like the BBS Senshi type of Gundams. So like those ones. So if any out there actually knows, you know, like, oh, wheel grade, they're also a 1/100 scale. Okay, thanks, let me know. I know the ones that I used to do it. But yeah. Also, something that I find that's kind of odd is usually GameStop, like if you pre-ordered Gundam Versus from GameStop, they gave you like a code to get free DLC Gundams, like the Hot Scramble, Botos Lupus Wets, and I can't remember what the other one was. I think the other one was someone from the Double O Gundam series. But yeah, this time GameStop, no special pre-order thing. Which is like, what the F? You did it for Gundam Versus, but not for Gundam Breaker. Say what? Yep. And then, you know, there is a little tip and trick that I'm going to tell you right now. So if you watch this video up until now, you're in for a big surprise, and this is going to help you out a lot. So after you install the game and stuff, go into the actual PlayStation Store and go for like the DLC content. You know, like that, the DLC. And there's a free DLC out right now. I recommend that you 100% go out and get it. It actually comes in like a 2-part DLC, but they're calling it 1 part for some odd reason. It's called something about Super Famiaton. I can't quite say her name, but she's the girl that's in Gundam Build Fight Tri-Fighter. She's on Team Tri-Fighters, you know. She's the one that was originally used in the GM Power Cardigan, and then she swapped to the Winning Gun, and then the Star Winning Gun to the end of this series. So it's her. Now that mission, if you beat her, you get a ticket. The ticket allows you to buy any part for any gun that you already have, you know, 1 part still already have in, you know, the gallery. Well, not gallery, the library as they call it. So, essentially, you beat that mission and you can buy 1 free part. Otherwise, you guys play for hours trying to save up money just to obtain enough money to buy 1 part. So, it's kind of like a free part. Now, the good side and the downside of that mission is you can only play the mission once every day. It's a time-locked mission. So if you play today, that mission, you gotta wait until tomorrow to go back and play that mission again to get another ticket, to get another free part for whatever Gundam that you're trying to build. It, you know, assuming that you already have one of the parts for that Gundam in the library. So yeah. So if you want to try obtaining free parts to build Gundam, go download that. And then there's another mission which gives you a pretty good amount of GP. I don't know if it's GP, but I'm going to call it Gundam points for now. So there's that, but definitely the Super Fumiton, or Fumiton, the girl that was in Gundam Build Fight Tri-Fighters, okay? Definitely recommend you download that right now. It's 100% free. Go to